This is episode 2, Electric Boogaloo, Tokyo Drift.
Today we are at the
Sculpture Terrace. Come.
This terrace is pretty unique, and that will reflect in the rating. Now, we're going to be using the same set of intense criteria that we used last time. The first criterion, as you may remember, was foliage, which means plants.
Now, we have isolated a few samples for you guys. Follow us.
Now, the selection is pretty limited out here on the Sculpture Terrace, but coming up soon on your right are going to be a couple of plants very soon. Very soon. All right, here we go. As you can see there, that appears to be an early stage dandelion. Dandelions are plants. Now, you may think, wow, there's a plant. There's more. Boom, boom. How many plants did you count, Erica?
3.
3. Accessibility.
Now, the great thing about this terrace is that it has 2 doors.
Erica, Tyler, quick, over here. Remember, there's 2 doors, so we gotta go.
Come on.
Gotta face the camera.
You're gonna get pulled out. Now, kind of feels like we shouldn't really be out here.
Yeah, as you saw, there was like an art student over there, like actively working on art.
So, how would you rate this, Mason?
I would give this 2.2 stars.
I'd give it a 1.3. So that's 1.57 stars.
Yeah.
Yeah. Terrace?
Yes.
Now our next criteria is the view. Now the Sculpture Terrace doesn't have the best view. The real view is the building itself.
Now, the features of the view are unique per se. You can see this about 6.5 foot concrete wall. No, that's like 6'3" concrete wall surrounding the whole place. So it's really limiting to a lot of the view.
You do get a slight view of the mountains, but again, that is not the focal point. So how should we rate this one?
I'd give this like a, yeah.
Our next criteria is area. Go!
I was traveling at a constant velocity of 1 meter per second for 28 seconds, which means that the length was 28 meters.
And I had 20 feet.
That very obviously calculates to a total area of
28, you said?
28.
And 20? It's gonna be 560.
560 meter feet.
Yes.
The next criterion is furniture. As you may remember from last time, we simply counted the number of furniture, and we'll do the same here. Now, there are 3 tables, 9 benches, 2 stools, and 1 shopping cart.
That is a total of 15 furniture.
15 furniture.
Our next and only guest has thoughts about exposure. Now, Mason, welcome to the exposure section of our review.
Thank you so much for having me. It's really a pleasure.
Of course it is. Now, for our exposure, what do you think about the wind?
Well, there's a nice wall around this terrace, so there's really very little wind here.
What about sun?
This terrace appears to be on the west side of the building, which means it will experience lots of sun during the afternoon, like it is now.
What about sound/privacy?
Now, as I mentioned before, this terrace has a perimeter wall all the way around it, sort of like the Berlin Wall did for East Berlin. We all know how effective that wall was at keeping people and sound out.
I can't take it. Keep going.
Thank you for your thoughts.
Anytime.
I'm out.
The final criterion that we're going to be measuring against is smell.
That's not bad.
Not bad at all.
Pretty nice.
What grade would you give that?
I give this an A.
I give it an A minus. That
That-
averages out to A minus and a half.
All right. Now, to sum up our findings, we'll do a quick recap. Foliage,
3,
accessibility,
1.57 stars.
terrace,
Yes.
view,
About 0.5 degrees.
area,
560 meter feet.
furniture,
15.
exposure,
I had thoughts.
smell.
A minus and a half. Now, plugging that into our handy dandy formula, we can recommend this terrace.
Now, thank you for joining us for our second episode of Terrace Review.